All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another post-fight discussion video. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the main event last night. Erin Blanchfield versus Manon Fiorot. All right, y'all, look, I know a bunch of y'all said I would regret picking Manon, but y'all saw what Manon was able to do in there. And did I think it was going to be this one-sided? No, I didn't. But I felt like, Manon was going to have the strength and the takedown defense and also have just that striking IQ that would overcome a lot of what Erin Blanchfield was going to have to offer. But honestly, man, I thought that Erin's level of striking would have stepped up to the point where she would have been able to get inside and be effective. But, man, like Manon was like a brick wall in there, man. She was moving Erin, and that's what it just came down to is like Erin got off good shots, but if she couldn't stay on the inside or have the strength to get her down, it was going to be a long night, or that was just going to be it. And I think that's what didn't necessarily frustrate Erin or break her from, stop trying, but it definitely showed you that that's all Erin had to offer was to kind of punch her way in. And if she couldn't punch her way in and Manon would just deny her every time, that was it, right? She just didn't have that level of timing and striking to, catch Manon or, fight on the outside. Like, even on the outside, she was just getting picked apart at that point. So there just came a point in the fight, I'd say after round 2 or 3, where I was like, okay, this is just Manon's fight at this point. The only thing I think Erin had going for her was possibly landing something big because, I ain't gonna lie, at the beginning of the first 2 rounds, Manon, she was looking a little sluggish at first. I kind of, contributed to the weight cut, but somehow, Manon stayed in the fight and still looked strong and stayed in the pocket. She didn't really move a lot. She just kept her range, but she turned nice angles in this fight. Just out-muscled and even picked up Erin and took her down in the first round, So, yeah, Manon Fiorot, I think she put on a good performance. It was a good clinic. Most of the people I hear saying they didn't like the fight or it was boring were the people that picked Erin. That's how I feel. Like, look, I honestly said, like, it would be a back-and-forth, action-packed fight. But for the most part, Manon controlled it. It wasn't like a complete shutout because Erin was still dangerous. She made Manon work for every round, though. She honestly made her work for every round. But just going back and looking at the fight real quick, yeah, the first round, I thought Manon, she found her range right away as Erin was trying to jab her way in. Erin was just on the outside trying to see how she could get her, get her way in there. She caught Manon early with a good body kick. Manon, she was catching her with she was catching Erin every time she tried to enter with the jab and that right hook. First minute into the fight, she already had Erin's, left side of her face red, just like she did with Rose. That just kind of shows you that Manon does have some pop. She's just kind of holding back. But, yeah, she caught Erin with some good body kicks on the break. Manon locked up with her and wanted to show that strength, and she got a big takedown. Now, that was a bad move at first, because it looked exciting when she picked her up and she dropped her. But as soon as she dropped her, Erin locked in that guillotine. And Manon, I thought it was about to be over. I thought Manon was about to go to sleep because she was fighting it. She was never in a position to tap. She kind of scrambled and rolled with it. But Manon just being stronger and having that good get up, she got back up. Erin was latching on, but she showed that strength and she muscled out of it. So, good on Manon. She showed that. But that was just a bad move in the very beginning, because imagine if Erin was a little bit bigger, bigger and stronger, she could have locked that thing in. But, yeah, overall, Erin was just having trouble getting on the inside and getting takedowns. She kept getting cracked every time she would, try to enter. She just was beelining straight in, so she would get cracked. When she did punch her way in, Manon would just kind of reverse it easy and go right back to the center. Like I said, those were her big keys to victory going into this fight. Second round, Manon was just going back to that jab, just pot shotting and just smacking Erin every time she tried to step in. Erin did get a nice tripping takedown in the second round. But, again, Erin, she couldn't keep her down. She just didn't have that strength. Manon, she reversed it, got back up quick. That get up is good, The clinches, even though Erin would lock up, she couldn't move Manon. She would lock her up like Tyler a couple of times, but she could not budge her. She just could not budge her. So she'd have to reset, go back on the outside, and just get jabbed up. Manon was landing jabs and side kicks, and just pushing off of her. Getting that nice little push off to create the range. And I like how Manon was able to just turn Erin too with like her right hand. Like if the right hook didn't land flush, she would like. Sometimes, also she would sometimes like stiff arm Erin, like when she would stick the jab out, just kind of push her back. But at times, like whenever Erin would run in and the right hook didn't land clean, like if it would go over her head or around the side by her neck, she would just like shove her to the left, or like she would turn her and then she would go right back to the center. So, just using a lot of little nice boxing fundamentals right there too as well. Like, I know she's more karate based, like even the way she was extending her shots, like she wouldn't go like fully in, like she didn't really step in behind like some of the shots she was throwing. She would just stop and then reset to stay out of range from Erin. She would use those little nice boxing turns, those little nice boxing moves, like, if the right hand don't land clean, you just turn your opponent and you go right back to the center. Erin did land some nice left hands in the second round. It's just kind of hard to see sometimes because, when she's stepping in, Manon is already kind of firing back off or getting ready to push her. But, yeah, Erin did land some nice left hands and little left hooks on the inside when she would step in and crack her. But by the time she tried to follow up, she was getting pushed back. So, yeah, man, Manon, again, just turning her nice this round and just measuring well. I'd say in the third round, Manon was getting off nice, snapping Erin's head back. Erin just no head movement, man. Just no head movement at all, man. Like, she's just leading with her head. That's why I'm like, what's up with this lack of head movement from Erin? Like, is she intentionally, trying to eat shots, thinking that eventually Manon's hands are gonna break and she'll just eventually just get in there and tire Manon out by taking this many punches, or are they not teaching defense? That's the big question. Like, are they not teaching defense with Erin? Because, Erin is just running straight in. Like, she was kind of like trying to slink her head off the line, but she's just running in and getting tagged. And every time she gets tagged, you get tired and you have to reset. So, yeah, Erin couldn't really find a way around that right hook. She's eating these shots, couldn't really set up her head kicks behind the jab because every time she's trying to fire her jab off, Manon just stepping to the side. Manon saw everything coming in this fight. She opened up Erin in this third round, just kept backing her up. I mean, Erin did land a couple body kicks, just some naked body kicks, off no jabs, and just never really could get like a consecutive combination going, because every time she would land a couple good shots, she gets slung around. Like, Manon did sling her at one point. I was like, oh, wow. I was like Holly versus Ronda a little bit there, how she got slung, into the cage. At fourth round, though, yeah, I already had it like 3-0 for Manon by this point. I think Erin knew she had to turn it up, and this is what I was expecting. I said, you know what, Erin is probably going to turn it up because her gas tank is still there, so she's probably going to feel like Manon's going to wear herself down, and then this is where she's going to go for the finish. So, yeah, Erin woke up in the fourth, started to push in here, and I think she landed her hardest strikes in the fourth, and she started to take the fight to Manon like she did to Tyler, try to punch her way in and then get her to the cage. But still, Manon, she's still taking control. She's still moving her, still bodying Erin up, still out-strengthening her. So she realized this ain't Tyler Santos. Manon's on a different level and creates that distance, controls it, starts bumping her back. I like how Manon was, hitting her with a couple shots, and she bumped her back with her body, with her shoulder, just to knock her back out of range and just keep controlling, pushing and shoving. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the bigger, stronger fighter. Use that strength. Yeah, Manon wasn't really like on her bike in this fight, just moving around. The last round, urgency was still on Erin's side, man, and I thought this is going to be it, man. Like, I thought she was about to get her a little highlight because she cracked Manon with a good head kick and buzzed her, man. Like, she threw that head kick. She said, I know I need this knockout. She fired it, and that's what Manon got caught with in this fight. She got caught a head kick again. But nice job on Manon, good recovery. Went back to controlling the fight. Actually, Manon looked like she got kind of woke up from that shot, and she had her second win, got a little refreshed. Started just firing off again, good straight jabs throughout this round. Cut Erin again on the opposite cheek, snapping jabs, and snapped Erin's head back with a good straight left hand. She snapped that head back with a good left hand at one point. It was a good one too. And then just controlled the fight with them stabbing body kicks. Got the body kicks off. Erin never really thought of like grabbing the ankle, or maybe it was just too quick. So I didn't really think that the side kick was going to be like this big kick that Erin was going to grab, because Manon does throw him at a very, very long range. So by the time she stabs you with it, with the heel, and you try to grab the ankle, she's got enough leverage, and too much of her body is already out of range. Like, you can't really grab the calf. You can't grab up under behind her knee because she's too far out. Like, if you just grab her ankle, she'll snatch it back, and boom, she's out of there, right? So the side kick was effective in this fight. It was effective when she was landing it to the body. So, yeah, pretty much a clinic in that second half of the fifth round. 50-45 for Manon Fiorot. I think she earned it. Definitely had to earn it because, Manon had to fight, Erin was in this, Erin was in the fight. She just didn't have those extra tools that she needed. Like, I thought they were going to have something developed and something ready to go to adapt to what Manon was going to have, but they didn't have it. And that's where I thought it was going to be competitive. But no, Manon's, the strength was too much. Even her offensive wrestling was evident there. Good 1-2s. And that right hook, that right hook controls the fight. But yeah, overall, man, like, looking back at it again, I think Manon just kind of held back. I think she could have stopped Erin, but, getting to this age that she's at, I think she just likes to get the rounds in, and she likes to fight smart. She just likes to use her tools, to show that she's a better fighter, and that she can hang in there. And she did, man. Like, for a second, I thought she was going to get a little sluggish and it might go in Erin's favor, but she actually controlled her even with what she was doing. I was impressed, turning her, staying in the pocket, and just eyeballing the range and just picking her apart, man. So, yeah, overall, she's earned a title shot at this point. I think she has a good chance to win. Manon is huge for this division. As long as she can continue to make the weight and still be strong in the fight, I think she'll be a problem for Grasso and Valentina. There's no lie. Like, will she win? I don't know. But Grasso and Valentina, they've never seen anything like this. And I know the same thing can be said for Manon, but she's definitely got a good chance. Definitely got a good chance to win this fight. She's durable. She can take a shot, So, yeah, as long as she keeps doing what she's doing and improves off of it, she'll have a shot to get the belt. Definitely can't count her out. As for Erin, man, after watching this fight, I definitely got to say that Macy Barber fight is going to be a heck of a lot more competitive because she was taking bombs in this fight. She was taking some bombs, and luckily, like I said, Manon wasn't sitting on her shots. But imagine when Macy hits her with bombs like this, that chin won't hold up forever. She's got to be careful with that. She's got to learn defense. That's a big part of Erin's, her big part of her entry into the UFC. I was saying from the jump, Sarah Alpar was hitting her. J.J. Aldridge was hitting her. She's got to, take her head off the line. So moving forward, man, if you're going to fight Macy Barber, she's got to make sure that she can get Macy Barber down. But that's the thing, Macy Barber, her takedown defense is not as good as Manon, and she's probably not as strong, so she could get her to the ground if she can eat a couple of shots and weather that Macy Barber power. But, yeah, overall good fight. Erin will be back. I mean, look, the girl's 10 years younger than Manon. Manon's where she's at now because, she's developed, more experienced, and just at a higher level right now. But there's plenty of room for Erin to grow. Erin is 24 years old, so don't count her out. Don't call her overrated or any of that crap. This is what y'all said. People that picked her, ride with her. I still rock with her. I just couldn't give her the edge in this fight. I just said it had to be Manon. I stuck with it. I said Manon's going to win this fight because I think she was just a little bit more experienced and, mature age-wise. But Erin's definitely, not immature. She can come back from this. Definitely. At 24 years old, the girl's not even her prime. So, yeah, Erin just needs to work on that defense, work on her timing a little bit more, and, add a little bit more strength to her game as well. And she'll be back. She'll definitely be back. So, hey, y'all was on the Erin train hard now. Stick with her. Now, I still rock with Erin, but, hey, I told y'all the Beast would get the victory. She got it. Let me know what y'all thought. Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm out. Peace.